Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We're going to do some training on the officers and items and quests and some general mailbox and stuff. So we're going to go into officers here. And you're going to see that this account has some decent officers. So if you look at one of these, you can click on them. And you will notice down at the bottom that it shows all of the stuff for the battlefield. So this one right here will increase defense by 240. Every time you click on one of these, it will show you what it does. And then the 5-star talent is different. I'll get into that later. See if I got any on this account. I know I do that on the other one. So the stage skill, this is what you use in Counter-Strike. This is what you'll use in any of the Chinook stuff in there. This will help greatly to have certain things higher. So you can hit the left and right and it will show you the different things. You can also see what it looks like maxed. This guy's pretty close to that, but if you go over here to upgrade, I can't upgrade because I am at level 60 with this guy and I have not added the 5th star. So you go to promote. This is what it will take to promote them. These are all, this is the very first one will be the bronze or silver star supplies. The second one will, if you click on it, it will be defense or exploration, all that. It sits there and says it on this next screen I'm going to show you. And then you have to have special things to be able to do it. Now rank is most important when it comes to the Counter-Strike and everything like that. It also will increase the main skills also. Rank is probably the hardest thing to be able to get because you got to have a different amount of items of that, fragments of that officer to make this work. So we're going to go to a different officer, one that is not maxed. Let me see if I got one. Okay. So we're going to go here to the Headless Knight. I really don't need another one higher because I already have one that's maxed. The Roger on this account. Let's see if we get a big Roger already. We got a big. Okay, so we got Chris here. He's at 3 stars. Now you'll notice that the third item is on locked, and the reason for that is because you have to add the 4th star, which you have to be at level 40 to be able to do that with the officer, and then it will unlock the 4th thing. If you click on it, it will tell you what it does. So you can look, see what these officers, each one of them do. Some of the special ones that are kind of important. Roger is a very important guy. If you, let me go to the bigger one of this. If you look on here and you look at the very first one, you get 3 marches each day that cost 50 minutes less. Cannot be reduced less than 10 seconds. The big thing about that is that you can get basically across the battlefield in 10 seconds with this guy. Now, you can do that and use a quick 5-minute thing, and you basically are hitting the person instantaneously. So he is pretty important. Now, when they get rid of the fast marches, which is something that's looking like they're starting to do, then he will become even more important. Now, looping on this count really sucks. My other account, he's maxed out, but we look at this and you look at the commander thing. The coolest thing about him is that he has invisible fighters. Troops won't be detected by RC plane before marching 31 whatever's the way. Well, if you have them maxed, you can go 96% of the way before somebody will see them. So if you use Roger and you get 10 seconds, so you're going to have basically 1-2 seconds that somebody might be able to see you. That is a very important thing, especially when doing a rally. There are several other attributes to all these. Those are just the ones I'm going to highlight right now. Now, you see that Patrick here, he has the officer talent. So if you look at the officer talent, you can actually go in and pick which one you want. So you can do vehicle weakening, copper weakening, artillery. Let's just go ahead and do artillery for him, and we're going to go ahead and select that. Now, when we select it, you can actually choose the weaker one I have and make more things with him. So we're gonna, you have to have, so you can learn. Okay, so that just brought 3 of those up to level 2 on that. So that really helps out with the stuff. So up here on the top right, you can actually reset the talents if you have a talent reset, but you don't necessarily need that or whatever. So these items right here are exclusive dummies. These will only work for 4-star officers. So if I get a 4-star officer that is not maxed, let me see if I can find one. Okay, so the Turkey Knight is at 4 stars. I can go to upgrade and I can select these things, and it will actually upgrade him up to 5 levels because I selected 5 of them. Okay, so now that kind of covers most of the officer stuff. There are more things embedded in this, but that is the down and dirty quick way of that. Now we're going to go to the commander right here. Now, wow. Yeah, I bought this account. It's nowhere near as good on this stuff as mine is, but you can look down here and you can select, you can upgrade them to whatever you, however high you can, and then you select these. So if you want, so bunker destruct, best leadership, let's say take lead and remote snipe. So those 3 pop up here now. I have all mine maxed on my other account, but that's something that really will help and doing everything. So that is basically the officers. There's also a thing right here where you can recycle your officers, but you barely get anything out of it, so it's not something that you're really going to want. Now to get so also I didn't go into this, so let me find one of these that has some rank that needs to be used up. So let's see, you can't go sideways on these, so let's go to the Headless Knight. Okay, well, I don't want to use that. It will show you when you go over to rank if you have any that you can use up. So this one has rank. You can hit quick select and hit upgrade. Now I honestly try not to upgrade anything on my officers until they have a special day. The special days, what they do is they will tell you that instead of like your bronze stuff will count double. So if you get 150 of them, you can upgrade 1 officer instead of having to have 300 for it. You also have days for the training dummy days where the double, those double and everything else. So it's best usually to do those on those special days so you can get more for your buck, because it is very expensive to upgrade officers. I think we talked about this a little bit before, but if you go to the officer exchange over here, you can, this is what it looks like without one there. I don't have any packs on this, but this is the best way to get your rank up, is to take a officer that you don't really like and have him maxed out on his rank, and then you switch him out, and then it will bring him all the way up. Okay, so we're going to go down here to items. I know this account has several more items on it. These items are training medals. They can be used in one of the events. This is a officer gift box. If you select it and then you hit it, it will give you some items. These are basically little flower things. I don't have enough to do anything with them. The pumpkin also is another thing from an event. Some of the things